Hello, sir. Good evening.
हाय गुड इवनिंग आकाश,
गुड
कैसे
इवनिंग
हो?
सर।
गुड इवनिंग अजय, क्या हाल है? ठीक है,
एकदम सर ठीक है।
गुड गुड गुड। लेट्स वेट फॉर सम टाइम देन विल स्टार्ट। ओके, एक मिनट। So only two people are here. Let's wait for some more time. Let's other people also join, then we'll start.
Then, uh, can you please make me as a co-host, sir? Actually, I just want to share something with you. If you
Okay,
please
okay.
help me.
Yeah, sure, sure. Just give me 1 second. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
just give me 1 second. I'm making a co-host. Akash, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just made you. Okay.
Okay. I'm just sharing with you, sir.
Okay, sure.
Recording in progress.
Share screen. No, sir. Yeah.
You're not able to share?
Sir, could you please just make me as a co-host with a
I
new
just-
host name?
I make you the co-host. Akash, I make you the co-host. Already you are co-host.
No, actually, sir, there are two Akash.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Might be I make a wrong Akash co-host. Okay. So let me just make you another one. Okay. So can you check now?
Yeah. Sir, please let me know when you are able to see my
Yeah,
screen.
I can see. I can see.
Sir, actually, I made a topology of this. I'm just working on it because it's my new laptop, so I'm just preparing something new.
Mhm.
Sir, I'm able to ping from this particular IP or a particular host. This is a Windows PC, and I'm
Mhm.
able to ping this the gateway. Just a second, sir. From this particular PC, I'm able to ping 0.1, but I'm not able to ping the internet 8.8.8.8.
Have you done the netting on your?
Yes, sir. I have made it. I'm just showing you if. Uh, mm, just few minutes back, the Palo Alto is working, but I don't know what could the issue right now.
No problem. Take your time.
I can just, in the meantime, I can just restart my PC again, so I can share with the screen again with you.
Okay. So shall we start and later we discuss
Yeah,
your
sure,
query?
sir.
Okay. Okay. So let me. Can you just
can-
stop your screen sharing?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. Oh, so as today all are Hindi speaking people. Okay, English वाला वेंकट ने join नहीं किया, right? Okay, no problem.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
Good evening, Shahnawaz. Good evening.
सर एक्चुअली मैंने म्यूट कर रखा था, मुझे नहीं पता, मुझे लगा आवाज ही नहीं आ रही है.
आवाज नहीं आ रही?
एक्चुअली मेरा साउंड जो है मैंने कम कर रखा था.
अच्छा।
मैंने देखा कर्सर चल रहा है सर. सर कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है.
Okay.
ठीक है. So today we'll discuss very important thing and interesting thing about troubleshooting, debug, packet capture, how to do troubleshooting, what should be the troubleshooting approach, firewall में कभी कुछ abnormal होता है, then how we are going to check that abnormal behaviors. So everything we'll discuss about the troubleshooting, and if we get time, we'll discuss some like a career guideline about the resume, about the jobs and everything. Okay. So might be today would be there some longer classes.
क्लास चल रही है.
Can you mute yourself, Sanwar? Yeah. So probably we'll get a time. Then we'll definitely we'll get a time. We'll go for the longer period of discussion today until or unless we'll understand each and everything. Minimum 2 hours. If required, we'll extend for 30 minutes more. If not, then we'll stop that. So whatever the query, if you have, guys, you can just discuss it today very openly with me. I don't have any issue. Okay. So everything we can discuss. So let's start about troubleshooting part. Okay. So till now we haven't discussed anything about troubleshooting, but today we'll discuss in very deep how to do troubleshooting in the Palo Alto firewall. Okay. So for that, you guys already received these files, troubleshooting, CLI command and all. Might be it is uploaded in your course. You guys can check that. If not, let me know. I'll ask them tomorrow upload this, but I believe it is already uploaded in your portal because what I know, as to my knowledge. So these all command line, troubleshooting, debug document, everything should be uploaded. Okay. So let me just start about the troubleshooting. So when we discuss about the troubleshooting, what that means. So how troubleshooting is basically going to happen in your network infrastructure. So what are the tool about the troubleshooting? How basically we should do a step-by-step troubleshooting approach in the live network during the troubleshooting. That is the most challenging job for the network engineer or security engineer to do the troubleshooting. Because if anything goes down in a network, probably if you are working as a L1 engineer or might be the L2 engineer or L3 engineer, you have to start about the troubleshooting. So if you are working as a L2, L3 or L4, everyone have to do the troubleshooting jobs. So to start the very basic troubleshooting, what basically we need that we need two things. First, what is the destination IP address and what is the source IP address? So two things is a very must required if you want to just do the start the troubleshooting. In addition of that, if you are just want to do the troubleshooting in a firewall perspective, then you can ask about the L4 detail about the what port that application is basically using. And if you really want, you can just ask for the application detail also, what type of application it is accessing. So this information basically it required. But I believe if you are gathering the information source, destination and port detail, that is like enough to start your troubleshooting. And application will also help you the handy to do the deep troubleshooting. So these are the troubleshooting steps that being a network engineer, you should always ask from your, what I say, like client whosoever you are supporting or whosoever just reported that issue to you. So this is about troubleshooting, like detail you need to get. And what are the tools for the troubleshooting? So we need some tools for the troubleshooting. So most powerful tools we have to start a troubleshooting is just a ping and trace route. So these are the two tools that is the most powerful tools that help you to do your troubleshooting. Without ping, without trace, basically your troubleshooting will be not completed. Some cases might be ping will not help and trace will not help to do the troubleshooting. Might be it is not allowed if there is a firewall and this tool is not allowed by default. In that case, probably you have to do some next level of troubleshooting that we called a packet capture. Okay, so you have to do packet capture or you have to apply the debugs. So these are the next level of troubleshooting. So general troubleshooting always start from the source and destination port and protocol details. The tools required in general troubleshooting, 99% or we can say 90% troubleshooting in network always have done with the ping and trace. But whenever we requires very complex troubleshooting where the ping trace is not working and still we have to do like troubleshooting and we having a firewall, then probably we have to go for the next level troubleshooting. That is doing the packet capture and debug and all. So hope you guys are aware about these these terms, right? And you might all are doing in your live network. If not doing that, you should know. So I'll tell each and everything, how pings work, how trace work, how basically based on source destination protocol we are going to do the test, and how we can apply the packet capture, because we are talking about the Palo Alto. So we should know how to do the packet capture, how that packet capture can be read in the Wireshark. Okay, so that we are going to understand today's session, and also that most interesting part, that debug, how basically we are going to apply the debug. Debug, you will give the each and every detail about the packet, how packet is entering to the firewall, and after entering, how it is behaving, and how it is going to the next firewall. Once this packet received to this firewall, how it is behaving. So this all information will get from debug. So running a debug itself a very big challenge for the any L2, L3 or L4 engineers. To understanding the debug packet is another kind of the challenge. So sometimes people, if they are not skilled, they are not knowledgeable, probably they will not able to understand the debug and all and packet capture. But I always recommend you guys, these things should not known by the any of the L2, L3 or L4 engineer. So if you are like L2 or L3 or like designer, architect, you should always know these Wireshark, how to read that, how to do the debugs. Then definitely, if you're L2, if you don't know, then it's okay, that's fine. Debug how to read and all. But if you are L3, you should always know. Okay, L2 is also required because sometimes you might have to do these all the stuff. But while applying the debug in a firewall, always be careful, not careless. Okay, else there would be problem. So I'll tell you what could be the problem. So let's start our one by one step of the troubleshooting. So I have a ticket now. Yes, like previous classes, we have tested this site-to-site VPN. Okay, and in this site-to-site VPN, like we have just tested like how to site to site. Right, the VPN, that might be VPN lab. Let me make a different. Let me just keep some other color. So this is my site-to-site VPN lab. So in this site-to-site VPN, we just understand about how to build the tunnel from this firewall to this firewall, and how to basically we apply the routing policies, everything we just done, and we confirm that this site is able to ping to this site, and this site is also able to reach, but somehow ping was not working for this PC, but it was packet was reaching till this interface. So everything was fine in our study class. So today class, I have done some issue in this lab, and probably this PC won't be reachable to this PC, and we have to troubleshoot why it is not reachable. So let me test it. let me check the IP address of this PC. So if you see that the IP address is 192.168.10.10. So this PC IP address, this one. If I try to ping this PC, yesterday it was reachable, but there is some issue in the lab right now. Probably it will be not reachable. So I just did a trouble ticket for our learning purpose. So let me just ping it 172.168.10.10. So you guys can see that now my traffic is not going through the firewall. But if I go and check in the firewall on both of the sites, my IPsec tunnel would be up and working. So you can see my IPsec tunnel is green. It is working. It is not down. But still my packet is not passing through the firewall. It is not able to reach to the firewall. There could be multiple region. We'll try to check one by one what could be the region. So let me just go there also. And I'll try to check. So see, on both firewall, my tunnel is up. So there is no issue with the tunnel, like phase 1, phase 2, both are up and working. And everything is going well. And there's no issue with the tunnel. If you can see that, probably my packet are also encrypted, decrypting. Somehow they are exchanging the like keep alive packeted between the peers. So they are keep working. So my connection is fine between the IPsec point of view. That is one step. We just have overview confirmation. Now we discuss about the tool. So first thing we have to gather what is my source address. In this case, 192.168.10.10. The second thing, what is the destination address? That is your 172.16.10.10. So these two details we have, right? Source and destination. Now we are okay. So what application we are using? We are trying to use a ping application. That also we are knowing the application is a ping. So this is the ICMP based application. Now we have source, destination, and application detail. Next thing, are we able to ping from source to destination? The answer is no. Are we able to trace from source to destination? So let's check this also. So probably if ping is not working, trace will also not work because they both use the ICMP protocol. So let me just trace it also. And let's see if it is working or not. Trace out. So, oh, sorry, trace out. 16.10.10. Earlier I just used the wrong IP address. I'll try to ping it again, right IP address. That is just 16.10.10. So let's try to check again. So see, my trace is going from my PC and it is landing to its gateway address. This is from PC, it is reaching to the gateway address. You can see that from trace. So it has been clear by the help of trace. It is clear till this PC to gateway, there is no issue because the packet is reaching to the gateway address. That's why we are able to see in the trace. And after that packet is dropping. We not sure where it is dropping. It is dropping on the firewall or it is dropping on next hop. What is happening, we don't know. But trace is not passing after the gateway address. It has been confirmed. So let me just stop it. Let me just try to ping again with the correct IP address and let's see what is happening. See, I just pinged that, ping is not working. So the first thing we just confirm from client machine to gateway, we having a correct connectivity. Okay, you guys in agreement with me? So what next step we can do? We can go and try to log in the firewall and we'll try to ping from firewall to this IP address. We'll see is it reachable or not. So just for verification purpose, do you have a connectivity from firewall to this address or not? So I'll go in the firewall. I'll try to log in the site 1 firewall, that is IP address with the CLI 10.0.0.216. And then after, I'll just put admin. And this is the, and I'll try to ping the IP address, ping host 172.16.10.10. So from firewall itself, it is not pinging. Could be the any region, but we don't know the region. So let's do the one thing. Okay. What we'll do, by the help of trace or ping, we are not able to identify the issue. So what next thing we can do? We can verify the routing, we can verify the policy, we can verify the, like, we can apply the, like, packet capture. And then we can apply the debug. So we go one by one. So now ping, we are not helping to go in the next step of troubleshooting. Trace is also not helping, because they just give the indication till gateway our reachability is fine. But after that, we are not sure what is happening. Ping is also not giving any clue. So before going to debug, let's have some packet capture. So let's understand how to do the packet capture. So what I'll do, I'll apply the packet capture on this firewall to check what is happening when this machine is trying to reach to this destination with that packet. So we'll check that on the firewall basis. So let's do that. That is our third step, ping, trace, and the packet capture. Then after that, we'll try to verify. Sorry guys. Then after we'll try to verify, we can easily verify, do we have policy available or not, do having a like routing available or not. But I want to get that information from the packet capture or from the debug. I don't want to do the verification manually. Okay. So let's do with the standard tool and a standard troubleshooting way. So I'll go in the firewall. After going on the firewall, let me just go on the firewall. Here it is not working from firewall to ping, so I'll just minimize it. And I'll go in the monitor tab. Okay. In monitor tab, if you go there, you'll see one tab. Here you can see that packet capture. So we can do the packet capture, and that packet capture can be read in the Wireshark. So see, Wireshark is also installed here. So this is a sign of the Wireshark. So we'll see how it is going to be happen. So we'll apply the packet capture between this source 192.168.10.10 to this destination. You can see that. So source should be this, and the packet will be traveled via this way over the tunnel. So this could be your tunnel. Someone is asking something. Let me see who is asking what. शहनवाज बोल रहे हैं हिंदी में बता दो सर. ओके शहनवाज, तभी क्या कर रहे हैं हम? We are trying to do some packet capture because हमने ये आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया कि पिंग और ट्रेस से हमारा काम नहीं हो रहा है, हम नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हैं ट्रबल शूटिंग का नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे, और दे आर नॉट गिविंग एनी फ्रूटफुल रिजल्ट विच इंडिकेट वेयर इज द इशू. because trace यहाँ के ब्लॉक हो जा रहा है, इसके बाद trace नहीं जा रहा. might be trace is not allowed from this interface or ISP or this firewall is blocking. we're not sure about that. ping भी हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो हमें अनश्योर है कि मेरा किस रीजन से firewall से पैकेट बाहर नहीं जा रहा और क्यों नहीं हम इसको एक्सेस कर पा रहे हैं. So for that, the next step, what we are going to do, we will try to apply some packet capture and we will see what is happening with this packet. Okay. So let me see that with the packet capture. So मैं जाऊंगा इस firewall पे again. I'll go in this firewall, and in this firewall you can see that there is one tab here. It is written that is a packet capture. So I'll click on that tab. Then after you'll get this manage filter. You can configuration capturing. So all detail you can find that. See guys, listen this carefully and let me know if you're not able to understand. So there's the first tab, that is a configure filter. So first we have to configure the filter. So what does mean filter? So in filter, we'll define some condition. What source, what destination, what port, what protocol, that all we'll see in the filter tab. So मैं क्या क्या allow करना चाहता हूँ, क्या क्या deny करना चाहता हूँ, whatever you want to allow and deny, like whatever I want to match in the filter, not allow and deny, that I will define the filter. So if you're applying the filter, that doesn't mean it is going to start doing the packet capture. It is just filter, which filter is going to check particular traffic based on the whatever the value we have defined about the source address, destination address, and protocol detail. We'll see the all detail in the filter. Now, there is two type of filter. One is the filter, simple. One is the pre-praise match filter. So what that mean? So let's understand about that. So one filter, basically, if you understand about the one filter, it is something, it is going to capture all the filter detail. Okay, so whatever the traffic is processing through your firewall, it is going to the capture about the filter. Okay, but when you are defining the pre-praise filter, in that case, what is going to be happen? In this case, let's say suppose any of the packet, any of the packet in very initial stage. Let me just open the packet flow also, so you guys can understand this concept. Any of the packet during the initial stage, you can see that might be there is a chance due to some error, due to some any kind of the integrity mismatch failure, CRC error, any could be any issue. This could be discarded and somehow it is not processing for the very either the slow path or fast path. This is the first package and it is in very initial stage, and somehow firewall is not able to process that packet or giving some error. So how that can be captured? That basically can be captured with the help of the pre-praise match. Okay, so that let's understand this one. So filter is something, if you regard this filter is something, after defining the filter, the set of filter is on. If filter is off, then all traffic is captured. Okay, so we have to on and we have to off this filter. So whatever they're going to define in this, like filter, and we make this on. So you can see that in filter, you can see that. Let me just click on this filter. So manage filter, you can see that in this filter, we are defining the Ignis interface. What is the source address? What is destination address? Port details, protocol details. So that we discuss, like these all information you can source, destination, source port, destination port, and protocol details. We all can define in this filter. Now, that is a filter, it is going to process for the all type of packet, but the packet which are going to be supposed to be for any region not processing for the next step, that could be discarding, that should be, in that case you use a pre-praise match filter. In that case, what is going to happen? It is possible for packet due to failure of the non-reach the filtering stage. So what that mean? So let's say suppose if the packet is coming from any region, it is dropping, that is could be the one process. And there could be another issue if there is no route available. So you can see that first place routing is of policy-based forwarding is going to be checked. And if there is no routing available, in that case, probably packet will not going to process for the next step and it is going to be discard. So in that case, pre-praise match, if you are applying the filter, so it will capture that information. So you can see that it is possible for a packet due to failure, any region of failure in initial stage or not reaching to a filter state. This can be occur, for example, if route lookup fails. So अगर मेरे पास routing नहीं है और फिर तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे जाएगा ही नहीं, अगर मेरा पैकेट डिस्टार्ट हो गया तो मेरा जैसे इंटरफेस पे आएगा वहीं पे वो मर जाएगा पैकेट. It is die on the very early stage. It is not going to process. So in that case, pre-praise match will be always required to capture that kind of the information. But if a packet is processing through firewall, it is going through the firewall, that no required this stage, the filter is enough to capture the information. So in our case, what we are going to do, because packet is reaching to the firewall, gateway is reachable, it is showing in the gateway is reachable. So we are assuming like you can apply the both of the filter or like single of the filter. It's up to you. The best practice always go and apply the filter, not pre-praise match. But if you want, you can do that. So here, what I'll do, I'm just going to apply the one of the filter based on this source and this destination on this firewall. So I'll click on the manage filter, and in this manage filter, I'll put The ID is 1. Interface, I'll leave any. If I want to define, I can define which interface packet is hitting by 1 by 2. I can define it, but I'm not going to define. It will calculate any of the interface from where the packet is going to be captured. But here I'll define the source address. So what is my source address? 192.168.10.10. What is my destination address? That is 172.16.10.10. So I'll define 117.16.10.10. Protocol port, I'll leave it blank. I don't want to use any port protocol, so it will calculate all the port and protocol information. So I'll just click OK. If you want to add more filters, you can add from here. But here I'm just going to use single filter because we don't have much host here. If you're having a much host, much machine, if you want to do the process for all the packets, you can keep adding the list in below. I click OK. So my filter has been created. You can see that my filter has been created, but still not on. It is in off stage. So I'll keep this is off stage because we are just planning to do the first filtering. Now the second step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the configuration capturing. So here I'll go there, and in this stage we having a various stages. So we'll check one by one. Okay. So here you can see that we having a drop stage, firewall stage, receive stage, and transmit stage. So we'll understand one by one. So drop, you guys understand what is in drop? Simply, if packet is coming to the firewall, it is dropping to any region. Could be the routing issue. Could be the policy issue. Any policy, NAT policy, security policy, could be anything. Okay. PBF. So that could be any region. It is dropping. Receive stage. What that mean? So receive stage mean, I'll explain the firewall also, just hold on. So receive stage means whatever the packet is coming from this to this interface, this ingress interface, and this is the egress interface. So once the packet is landing to the ingress interface, that we call the receive stage. So my firewall received the packet. And once that packet leaves from the firewall with the egress interface, that we call it transmit. Okay. Now the final stage we having in here in the firewall, that is a firewall stage. So whatever the packet is still in processing in the firewall itself, it is after ingress, somehow it is checking that, before leaving, it is just checking their routing, lookup, session and all. Before egress, whatever the calculation it is doing, that we call the firewall stage. So let's understand this in very detail about the documentation of the Cisco. Not Cisco, sorry, Palo Alto. So if you click here, if you want to learn about more, what we're trying to understand, we can get probably that information. So you can see that. So drop stage, when packet processing encounter error and packet is dropped. So if due to the error or due to policy routing, it could be any region. Any region, if it is dropping, that information basically captured by the firewall when we define this drop stage lookup. Firewall stage, when packet has a session match or a first packet with the session is successfully created. That means it is just doing inside of the firewall any kind of a stuff before leaving, like before going to the egress stage, like before going out from the firewall. That we call the firewall stage. That means firewall is doing something inside of the firewall. It is checking the session. It is creating the session. That stage basically we call the firewall stage. Receive a state, when packet received on the data plane processor on ingress interface. Very key thing to remember. When packet just enter to the firewall, that we call receive stage. Okay. When packet transmit on the data plane processor to the egress interface, that we call a transmit state. So hope you guys understand this 4 concept. Okay. If not understand, let me know. I'll try to repeat it.
Sir, can you repeat it again?
Okay.
Stages.
Stages. So we have 4 stages. Okay. Like we having a drop stage. So drop stage, that means firewall is dropping my package due to any reason. Might be the policy is not there. Might be error of the packet. Might be routing is not there. Could be any reason. So you can see that when packet processing encounter an error and the packet is dropped. So it could be any could be reasons like policy is not there, error with the packet, drop by the rule, like it's matching a deny rule. That could be any reason. That all could be the drop packet. Okay.
Sir, in this case, if packet is not hitting in the firewall, how could he check for policy and net all thing?
So if packet itself not hitting to the firewall, then firewall is not going to process with that packet. Packet should always hit to the firewall, then only these 4 states is going to be come in a picture and it will show. If packet itself is not hitting, then how firewall is going to understand your filter and how it is going to apply that filter to capture this traffic. Do you get that point? So
no, actually, so then receive will be the first stage for that case.
So receive
packet will first hit.
Yeah. So if you are receiving that packet, that means your firewall is receiving that packet. So your first it should be received. Okay. But at the same time, after receiving, so let's say suppose you receive the packet, okay, on the firewall. So your receive packet capture will show that information. Packet is received. But after receiving the packet, it is not transmitting the packet. Okay. In transmit filter, you find nothing. Okay. But in drop, you find it is dropping. We'll see live. No worry. We'll see all 4 conditions in live. No worry. How basically, so if packet is receiving, but it is not transmitting, it's simply dropping. So 2 packet capture will show in the firewall. One is for the receive, one is drop. It will not show any packet capture for the firewall stage and for the transmission stage. So we'll see that.
Sure.
So this is how can we do that. So let me just go and here and apply the filter. So first I'll apply the filter is a drop. So I'll put the name as a DR. Okay. And I leave it the packet count anything from this byte, it will going to calculate. So these are the byte information, packet count and the byte. So these are the default information. It is going to be captured. So I'll click OK. So my first stage has been created. Now the second stage I'm going to do, that is a firewall. So I'll put a firewall stage here. I'll click OK. The third stage I'm going to put here is the receive stage. So I'll put the RX. So receive stage is also done. Now the fourth stage I'm going to put is a transmit state. So I'll just put a TX. So I'll just apply 4 type of packet. So if my packet is receiving, it will show the receive packet count and byte count and packet detail. If it is processing with the firewall, it will see the count here. Probably it will get detail here, not here. Whatever the filter we apply, all detail will be captured file will show on the right side of the firewall. Similarly, it is transmitting, that detail will show here, transmitting. Drop, it will show in the drop section. So what we have to do first, now we apply the capture, and still let me show you guys. If I try to ping, it is not pinging, but there's nothing is coming right now. You can see that because my filter is on, so no file is capturing. But what I'll do, let me just on the capture first, like turn on the filter. So we have to on the filter and we have to on the capture to capture the traffic. So let me just on this. So my filter is on. So whenever I initiate the traffic, my filter start matching that traffic, but that information is not going to show anywhere unless and until you are going to apply the packet capture also on. So see, once you initiating the packet capture on, it is giving some kind of the warning. Packet capture is troubleshooting only. This feature can cause a system performance degrade and should be used only when necessary. After capture is complete, please remember disable the feature. Do you want to continue? So guys, it is very important. It's not like we just on the capture and leave it. There could be a problem because packet capture utilizes a data plane, okay, and it will use the CPU. I told you that there is two CPU, the data plane CPU, and one is the, let me just show you. One is the data plane, one is the management plane CPU. So if you forget to stop this packet capture, it leads to your data plane CPU could be the high, or it could be reached to 100%, and your traffic, legitimate traffic could be blocked. So it is always remember whenever you run the debug and packet capture, you always should turn off after your troubleshooting, not on for the longer period of time. So make sure while applying the packet capture or debug. So let me go again here and let me just turn on this because this time we need it. So I'll just click OK. After this, you can see that I just clicking, I'm refreshing, no file is capturing here. You can see that no file is capturing. Now what I'll do, I'll go in this PC and I'll just send the 4 packets. So I just try to ping, and these packet information, because this is the source of this machine, like you can see that. So source of this machine is 192.168.10.10, and we will try to reach the destination that 172.16.10.10, and same we have done the in our packet filtering. So that information, if the firewall is doing the processing with this packet traffic, it will start capturing the stuff. So let me just it is captured something, but let me just delete all this and let me just try to delete it. Okay, let me refresh it again. It is showing something. No, nothing is showing now. Okay, so let me just try to ping. So what I'll do, I'll try to ping, and let me just hit it. So it is pinging. Let me just refresh it. So probably we'll see some data here. Let's wait. Probably it will take time to update, but there should be some data. Packet capture should be happen. There should be some data. We applied the filter. Let me just initiate some packet more.
Commit has not been done yet, sir.
Sorry?
Commit has not been done yet.
No, commit is not required in the packet capture. Commit is not required.
Okay.
Commit is not required. Definitely something will come. No worry for that. Let me check why it is not showing. Anything we made wrong in the packet capture? 192.168. 10.10, 172, 16.10.10. Okay, so this is the only rule, and we just apply it. And the packet capture should come. Let me on this one. Let's see what is happening. Strange. There should be not like that. Okay, this is my firewall 1, right? We are on the firewall, right firewall, site 1, and we are initiating from this PC only, right? Okay. Let's check it again. Oh, we are doing the wrong IP. See, I'm also wondering why it's not happening. I just put a wrong destination detail, 168, and it is not called in our filter. So that's why it's not matching. So just give me 1 second, guys. So guys, sorry for that, that I made a mistake. So let me just first correct it here. And that before doing the correction, let me just go there and let me just, I was trying to do the wrong IP, let me just off this one not required. Let me just clear it again. No file. Let me just start again the capture and see it is pinging. And now we should definitely get some packet. See, I was 100% sure there should be some, so see that we apply the 4 packet. Applying the 4 packet, we are start getting the capture details. So let's see, we just stopped it. Let me just, we just send the 4 packet, okay? But you can see that this firewall is not dropping this traffic. So that's why we don't have any drop packet information here, okay? It is receiving the packet, that's why receive packet, and it is doing the firewall processing that it is doing. It is also not transmitting somehow. So there is no transmit packet also. So that has been cleared, okay, from this firewall perspective. So this firewall is receiving the packet, but there is no transmit state for now. It is receiving and it will doing the firewall stage, and then after only 2-stage packet is showing, but it is not dropping in any region. So that means if it is not dropping, that means we are having a correct routing in our firewall, correct policy available in the firewall, but somehow this is not able to transmit. Might be the region this firewall is not accepting this packet, so that's why transmission is not happening. So that could be any region. So let's open this packet and see what is happening inside of this packet. So I'll open the first packet, that is the transmit one. Because sorry, not transmit one, receive one. So this packet is received on this interface, that it is showing the receive stage, and firewall state it is showing because the firewall is doing the session lookup, session matchup and all that, but it is showing. So see that the size is kept this size only, it is not increasing because that further traffic is not processing. So let me just open one transmit one and we'll see in the PCAP file, and we'll see step by step what is happening with this particular packet. So you can see we just send the 4 packet and all 4 packet are showing here. So this is my source and this is my destination. That is the first stage. That is my RX stage. You can see our RX PCAP, we have just done the capture here. And in this packet capture, you can see that clearly you can see that this source is trying to reach this destination with the ICMP protocol, and it is sending the echo request. So what is how the ICMP work? It is work on based on the echo request and echo reply. So you can say that it is sending the echo request, but somehow it is not getting any reply, no response found, and that's why the packet is dropping. So no other detail it is getting in this stage. So only we are able to see the packet is being transmitted from this firewall, but somehow we are not able to get any information. Further, if you want to check detail about this packet, so click on any of the packet and just maximize the window. So we can see that what all information. So you can see that this is my destination MAC address here. You guys can see that this is my destination, the L2 information. You can see that this is my source MAC address of the source PC, that we can information we can see that with the L2 one. Further, you just open it. You can see that the address detail, what bit they are using, that is similarly for the source one. These are the L2 information. So the upper section about the packet is your L2. Okay. Now, if you further open this packet, you will find the L3 information. So in L3 information, you can see that what is my source address. So this is a source address. See that What is my destination address? It is destination address. Along with what protocol they are using? That is ICMP. What is my default TTL? 128. So this kind of information you can see from the packet capture only. So that we understand about that, the L3. So source, you can see here also, source destination, source and destination details. Now, if we want to check for the L4 information, so we verify for the L2. This is the your L1 like frame information, so that is not relevant. L2 we verified about the MAC. L3 we verified about the source and destination protocol information. We see that. Now in L4, you'll find some kind of the what kind of the application you are just going to use. So you can see that that is a ping one. Okay. And we are not getting any response from the responder. So this is information we just found in this packet flow. So let's do one thing. Let's open another packet. Let's download another packet also. That is a firewall stage. We can see what is happening with the firewall stage. So I'll just open this firewall stage packet also. And in this firewall stage, we having a same scenario. Even the firewall is trying to generate the packet from this source and destination, but it is not getting the response. So let me merge these two files in one file. So let me just merge it. So we'll save all 8 packets. So right now in the firewall stage, you can see here, I'll merge in the RX stage. So you can see the total 8 packet we have. And once packet received, they are the 4 packets. And once firewall is processing, these are the 4 packets. And these all 8 packets, the condition is same. Both source and destination is trying to communicate, but they are not getting reply from the destination. So till now, we are not able to identify what is the issue. We are only able to see when by the help of the packet capture, we are sending a request out from this firewall that has been confirmed. So we confirm that from this packet capture, this firewall is sending echo request from out, but it is not getting from the reply. And also it confirmed that it looks routing is fine. Packet is not dropping by this firewall. So what we conclude right now, so firewall 1 is not dropping the packets. So not dropping the packet, that means my routing is fine, my policy is fine, there's no denied traffic. It is sending the ICMP echo request, but we are not getting the reply. So let's do the same thing and apply the packet capture on this firewall. We'll see what is happening on this firewall. So let me just go on this firewall again. In another side, let me just close this. Let me just close this. And let me just stop this filter here. No further filter required on this. And let's try to do the same filter on this firewall. So I'll go on the policy again. I'll go in the capture. After going in the capture, it will be on, it will be the on. Oh, sorry, before owning, let me just create the filter. So again, here, what I'll do, I'll create the filter. That is one. And that is, again, my source would be package coming from this one, this one. So again, I'll try to match the 68.10.10 and destination would be 172 16.10.10. That's all. Click OK. Let me filter on. DR. Let me just put a capital DR for this for identification factor. Here, firewall. Let me put a bigger letter firewall. Here, receive. So let me put the RX firewall. And let me just put here TX. So let me just put a TX firewall. So I apply. Let me just on this capture also. Let me just do, let me check if there is any packet. No packet is coming right now. Let me just initiate the traffic from this PC. So I just ping the same address. Let me see if I'm receiving that any kind of the. See, now you guys can see that in previous firewall, we just receive a 2 kind of the packet. That is the firewall stage and receive stage. But here story has been changed. Here it is sending a drop stage packet also. It is receiving the packet. How it is receiving? It is receiving on this because the packet is coming this way. this way, this way, this way. So it is receiving on this interface. After receiving, it is dropping the packet. This firewall is culprit. So one thing we identified, something wrong on this firewall, and this firewall is not able to process my traffic. So we can see that there is some drop packet. That's why it is dropping. So let's open this drop packet. So we can see that source is coming. Again, it's confirmed. Source is coming by this source, going to this destination, and it is dropping. So that means there is some issue with the firewall. Might could be any region, but we don't know still the region. There is two ways to do the troubleshooting. Now we can go and search the manually. What could the region? You can check the routing, policy, everything. Because you have some clue, there is some issue with this firewall that is dropping their traffic. So you can check manually, or we can try to do some next level of troubleshooting, that is debug and all, to actually figure out the issue. So we are not going to do manual things, anything here. So here we understand how to do packet capture and what is the limitation of the packet capture. So packet capture can give you the clue, some hint to do the further troubleshooting, either the manual and all. So at least you're having a proof. This firewall is passing your traffic. There is no drop, but this firewall is dropping your traffic. So there could be the issue with this firewall. We have to troubleshoot, but we don't know the exact issue. So that is the first segment of the troubleshooting about the packet capture. So you guys understand how to apply the packet capture on the firewall. Anyone have any doubt to applying the packet capture? You guys ask me before going to apply the next level of troubleshooting.
Understand, sir.
Okay, great. So this is how basically we guys can apply the packet capture. So let me just off this packet capture for now on the both of the firewall. At least we don't have any conclusion, but at least we having a hint there is some issue with the communication, but still we don't know the issue. Now the second segment, what we can do, we can check what is happening when packet is coming from this PC to this firewall, and what he is doing by the help of the debug. Okay, so now we are going to apply the debugs. So guys, we having a debug document, how to apply the debugs, very powerful documents I have shared to you guys. You can just check it. Every command is written. Okay, how to apply the debugs. So there is a lot of things they mention, like how to apply the TCP dump. You can go and read that, how to view the VSAC file here, that also you can view that, how to do the debug and all. So we'll see that. Most popular things in debug that we use to do the troubleshooting, that we call flow basic troubleshooting. Okay, so we'll try to do the flow basic troubleshooting. So probably we'll find somewhere the all command line. So this is called the flow basic troubleshooting in a debug. So you can see this is the debug. So in debug also, when you are going to apply the similar like a packet capture, you have to set filter. You have to set filter. After setting the filter, you have to on the filter. Then you have to run the debug. Okay. Once you run the debug, initiate the traffic, then again you have to off this filter and debug everything. So this section will call a flow basic troubleshooting. Okay. So every command is written here for your reference. You can refer this for your own troubleshooting. So what we'll try to do here in this scenario, what we're going to do, we'll try to apply the debug and we'll try to see how the packet is being processed by the firewall once it is hitting to this firewall node. Okay. So my packet is hitting on this firewall and how it is behaving. So debug is always going to apply from the CLI. So let me just go on the CLI. So what I'll go, let me just, okay. So you can see that debug, we have to define some filter based on the source and destination IP and destination and source ports and protocol details. If you want to, then you have to on the filter, then you have to apply the debug like flow basic debug, and then you have to clear all logs or whatever the, if any logs are stated and any file is created, then you can clear that before applying this debug. So what is the best practice, guys? I would suggest before applying any debug, always follow this document. Here some command decision. So always try to run these 3 commands. So if you having all ready debug is configured and running, that can be cleared. Any log is set, that can be clear. Any file debug is available in your firewall, you can clear it. So let me do it for your reference. Still we are not running any debug, but let me just show you how basically you can do that. So you can see that debug data plane packet diag. So we'll just run a command debug data plane packet diag, and after that we can see that clear all. This you just forget, this is second line log. So clear all. So whatever the logs we have, that all would be the clear. So you can see that packet diag, whatever filter we have, they all have been cleared. Now the second step, they are talking debug data plane pack clear all logs. So once debug has been off, all debug, whatever debug you are running, by running this command you can off. Now whatever the logs due to debug has been captured, that can be removed or delete by running this command. So let me run again debug data plane packet diag, and you can see that clear log 2 times you have to write this, so your logs will be cleared. You can see data plane debug logs cleared. So it is saying log has been cleared, and packet diagram setting set to default. Here you just turn off all the filters whatever you apply to debug. Now let's say suppose you having any debug filter file available. So let us say you apply a filter and it is available. You want to delete that old one. So you can run this command delete debug delete debug filter file, and then you have to put this asterisk, and then it will remove all files successfully. So before applying the debug, basically you have to run these 3 commands. That is a highly recommended. Now let's apply our debug, and we'll see how the packet is going to process once it is going to enter to the firewall. It is very interesting things, guys, and I can say you, if you know this kind of stuff, you will be champion. So we'll try to understand this one. So I'll go there and I'll first write command debug data plane, and then packet diag. I can write a set filter. So I'm just setting the filter. So set filter, I'll just, and then I'll write a match. So you can see same command here, debug data plane packet diag set filter and a match. Then we have to match the source address and destination address, destination port, source port, and protocol number, whatever you want to match. So if you want to become very specific, you can match all detail. So match, I can write a source address. So what is my source address, guys? 192.168.10.10. So from where packet is reading, this one. This is my source address. Now we have to run destination address. So what is my destination address?
172.168.10.10.
Yeah. So for now, I just want to capture the packet based on the source and destination. I don't want to use the port and protocol. If you really want, you can use the destination port or source port. You can see that. Let me just write source port. You can also use that. And if you want to use the protocol number, you just want all information you can use in the same filter. But here I just want to do the filter based on the source and destination address. So I just set the filter. I'll click OK. So my debug filter has been applied, but is still not on. So to turn on this filter, I have to write another command, debug data plane packet diag set filter on. So by writing this command, basically I am owning my filter. Set filter on. So I just on this. So you can see debug packet filter is on. So 2 things we have done till now. We apply the filter and we on the filter. Till here, everything is fine, no issue. But once you run these 2 commands, this one and this one, your debug will be turned off. And if you forget to off this command, it will create a problem. So always be remember. So now I'm going to apply the actual debug, that is a flow basic, how it is going to apply and how that can be on and how we can initiate the traffic. So filter is applied. Now the third step, we are going to apply the flow basic, our debug. So debug, the command would be data plane again, the debug data plane, packet diag, and then we have to set log feature, and we have to run a command flow basic. See the same command here, debug data plane, packet diag, log feature, flow basic. So I'll just click OK. So this debug has been applied. After doing this, I have to, already we have cleared the logs. If you want to clear all logs, you can clear this, but we have already cleared. If you want to run, always can run, there is no issue. So already we cleared, but still you want to re-clear, you just follow documentation, do it, there is no harm. So you just run the clear log. And this is the same command, yeah, clear log 2 times, okay? So you can clear the logs. Even you clear the first stage, no need to clear twice, but you want, we can clear that. Old log can be clear. Now we are going to do action. So we are just going to run this command. So once you run this command, your debug will come in action and start doing the, traffic capture. So this is the lab one, but if this is the production one, your traffic is keep running because every user is trying to access. But here is not running because we are in the lab. We have to initiate the traffic. But in production, it will be always on. Traffic will be. So let me just apply this filter. Debug data plane packet diag. Debug data plane packet diag. And then we have to set log on. This command will do, then our packet capture will be on. So I'll just click OK. So you can see packet log is enabled. Now my debug is set. I have set my debug. So let's initiate the traffic. Anyone having any question till now before I go and initiate the traffic, or everyone is fine till now?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Haji.
Can we enable filter from user interface and run debug from CLI?
So I'm doing from CLI only.
Okay. Can you use both?
What both means? GUI and CLI? हाँ तो कर सकते हैं ना, यहाँ पे जाके फिल्टर ऑन कर दो. यहाँ पे जो है ना आपका ये देखो GUI है ना, यहाँ पे जाके अगर
GUI में मैं फिल्टर ऑन किया हूँ और यहाँ से मैं डिबग मार रहा हूँ तो होगा?
हाँ होगा बिल्कुल. यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे मैंने जो फिल्टर किया वहां पे ऑन किया तो यहाँ पे अपने आप ऑन हो गया फिल्टर. देखो वहां मैंने सेट किया फिल्टर, अपने आप ही ऑन हो गया फिल्टर GUI पे. बट पैकेट कैप्चर ऑन यहाँ पे नहीं हुआ. पैकेट कैप्चर समथिंग अलग, लेकिन फिल्टर हमने वहां ऑन किया तो यहाँ पे ऑन हो गया फिल्टर. सी
ओके.
एंड इट इज सेइंग द सेम थिंग व्हाट वी अप्लाई. सो अपने आप CLI पे करोगे तो यहाँ पे अपने आप ही ऑन हो जाएगा GUI पे, बट ये कुछ कैप्चर नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, अगर कैप्चर करना तो फिर आपको इसको ऑन करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है,
ठीक.
तो व्हाट विल डू, ओके. सो अब मैं जाता हूँ एंड इनिशिएट करता हूँ कुछ ट्रैफिक को. सो मैं क्या करता हूँ, फिर से पिंग करता हूँ और देखते हैं पिंग होता है कि नहीं. तो पिंग नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी इशू है हमारा. अभी तो इशू हमने फाइंड आउट ही नहीं कर पाए क्या इशू है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू 4 पैकेट मैंने भेजा. डॉक्यूमेंट बोलता है कि आप इनिशिएट करो ट्रैफिक. जब इनिशिएट ट्रैफिक कर लो तो एक आध मिनट, मतलब इनिशिएट करने के बाद इस फिल्टर को फिर से ऑफ भी करना आपको. तो मैंने इनिशिएट कर दिया, मेरा पैकेट 4 पैकेट मेरा गया. तो अब मैं क्या करता हूं, अब मैं डिबग को अपना ऑफ करता हूं. बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस है टू डिबग ऑफ करना हमारा. ठीक है, सो लेट मी ऑफ दिस डिबग, वरना मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, सो आई विल रन अ कमांड डिबग data plane packet diag and set log off. So this is the command. I'll just enter it. So my filter has been, my debug has been off now. So we have initiated the traffic. So देखो मैं समराइज करता हूँ आप लोग के लिए फिर से. हमने क्या क्या किया है. पहला स्टेप हमने क्या किया, एक फिल्टर बनाया. नहीं, यहाँ से नहीं. सबसे पहला स्टेप हमने किया, सारे लॉग्स को हमने डिलीट किया. और क्लियर किया, राइट। ऊपर की 3 कमांड मैंने दिखाया था इस डॉक्यूमेंट में, आप लोग फॉलो करना है इसको। कहाँ गया वो, ये वाला, ये 3 कमांड मैंने दिखाई थी, इससे मैंने डिलीट किया, लॉग्स को क्लियर किया, सारे जो फिल्टर थे उनको सबको हटाया मैंने। दूसरे स्टेप में मैंने क्या किया, हमने एक फिल्टर लगाया based on the source and destination, so we apply the filter. Okay, थर्ड स्टेज में क्या किया, फिल्टर को ऑन किया, so we on the filter. फोर्थ स्टेज में क्या किया हमने, फ्लो बेसिक डिबग को हमने लगाया। फिफ्थ स्टेज में क्या किया, हमने डिबग को ऑन किया। सिक्स स्टेज में क्या किया हमने, ट्रैफिक, सिक्स स्टेज में क्या किया, ट्रैफिक को इनिशिएट किया, राइट। एंड सेवन स्टेज में क्या किया, वंस ट्रैफिक हैज बीन इनिशिएटेड, हमने इस ट्रैफिक जो इनिशिएट करने के बाद हमने क्या किया, डिबग को ऑफ कर दिया। ये 7 स्टेज हमने किया अभी तक। नाउ द 8th स्टेप हमें क्या करना है, जो भी लॉग हमने कैप्चर किया है उसको देखना है, ठीक है, कि उस लॉग में क्या आ रहा है। वी हैव टू रीड दैट लॉग, read the logs, okay, whatever we have done with the debug capture, whatever we get the log from the debug capture, okay, so वो चीजें करनी है। तो now we are going to understand, so hope you guys understand this one. Let me just clear this screen. Now how we can go and read that debug, so if you go in this document, it is showing that there is a command less dp packet diag pan_packet_diag.log. अगर ये कमांड चलाते हो तो you will get the entire logs whatever going to be processed with the firewall. Let's see, मैं चलाने को देखता हूँ। So less, and the second command is saying dp log. So let's say there is no dp logs. You can see that there is no dp logs as per documentation. So I cannot run this command. So there is some issue, okay? So take this note, this dp log was supported with earlier iOS version, but now it is converted as the MP logs. You can see, instead of dp log, it's a MP log. So you just apply the MP logs, not dp log, not be confused. So we'll use the MP logs. Then after it is saying, you have to use this file where the packet capture has been done. So just put a question mark. So it's saying display all 122 possible files. So you just click yes, I want to see that. And from this 122 file, we have to figure out this file name, pan_packet_diag.log. So let me see that. This is a file name. You can see that matching the same file name. Yes, no, maybe. This file and this file, both name are same.
Yes.
So I'll just click OK. So now I'm done with as per documentation to see my logs. So let's run this logs and see what is happening. Nothing is coming. Oh, what happened? No information is coming. Just press Q, quit. So basically after running this command, no information is coming. So why information is not coming? Because this log is quite long, quite big, and before display the log, you have to aggregate the log. Okay, let me show you guys. This document has been revised in this below form. You can see that update made in debug data plane change command debug data plane packet diag aggregate log should be, run after disabling the flow basic debug. So once you run the debug, then after you must have to run this command, that aggregate command, whatever they are written here, like debug data plane packet diag, then only the information will show as per the required format. So let me just go here, and because let me remove this one command and run the command aggregate log command. So debug data plane packet diag aggregate logs. So this is the command, and I'll enter. So now you can see that This file is generated after aggregating for which we are searching, and this all logs have been aggregated. Now just go up arrow and run this command again, less mp logs pandb, and press enter. See, we are start getting the logs. Till now it's okay for everyone, और किसी को कोई डाउट है? अभी भी हम ट्रबल शूटिंग 1.25 घंटे हो गए, 1.5 hours, बट स्टिल हमने अभी तक इशू नहीं फाइंड आउट कर पाए हैं कि क्या है, बिकॉज वी आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लोर ऑल पॉसिबिलिटी हाउ बेसिकली वी कैन चेक दैट. So once I apply the debug, we can see that it is talking about the source and destination. See that every stage you are talking about source and destination just for the one packet, and protocol number it is using 1 because we just generated the packet for the ICMP. So let's understand very carefully this one all. Okay, so what this firewall is doing with the packet. So see that here it is written as packet received at the ingress interface. Okay, and this packet having this source and this destination, the same thing we have seen the packet capture, and this having IP and this having the IP source and destination. Okay, they're running the IP version 4. So it is saying packet has been received on the ingress interface. So ingress stage. So here the packet has been received on this interface. Okay, so this interface received this packet. After receiving this packet, type of packet is the ICMP based packet. You can see that the packet is ICMP based. Okay, and it is doing some flow lookup, and it is found no active flow found. Okay, so basically there is no session already available in the firewall for this packet. So it is in queue to create a session. So here you can say it is packet hit to the firewall, and it is found there is no session available in the firewall, and it is trying to create a new session. Okay, so this is your first packet stage. So that is the ingress stage of the packet. So this we call ingress stage. Anyone have any doubt on till here? So packet ingress stage, and in ingress stage it found there is no active flow, active session available in the firewall. So it is trying to create a new session for this packet. So in queue to create a new session. Okay, so this is your first stage of the packet. First one. Now, further going to the next stage. This is the slow path stage. Okay, why after ingress it going to slow path? So we understand in our packet flow we having a 2 path, like slow path and fast path. What that means, slow path and fast path? Slow path means if we don't have existing session available in the firewall, it is going to create a new session with the help of the slow path. What is the fast path? If already session available in the firewall, then it is going to just match and pass the traffic based on the, like, take the action on the traffic, the deny or allow. So this is the slow and fast path. Okay, hope you guys clear about this slow and fast. So the same thing they are talking here. The same thing they are talking here. Now they are entering in the slow path stage, and in this slow path stage, what they are doing, you can see they are again matching the source MAC, destination MAC, source and destination, and the protocol number 1, that is for the ICMP. Here we can see that again, here the ICMP detail, you can see that. And here they are trying to do policy based forwarding lookup. So what happened in the slow path? Once packet come in the slow path, it is trying to do routing, policy based forwarding. So this is the first step they are trying to do here. So guys, whatever I'm telling, just follow this documentation. Exactly the same packet flow it is showing the firewall. So it is doing the PBF or routing lookup. So you can see that it is trying to do PBF and like policy based routing lookup for the application is a ping. So everything is written here. Okay, so it is trying to do PBF and routing lookup. Okay, with the application is ping. So is it clear? Just hold on. Then after it is going to do session setup, and it is saying ingress interface of this packet is 1/2. Is it correct one, guys? Where packet I'm receiving? I'm receiving on this interface. The same thing they are talking. This interface. So I'm same thing talking. This firewall is talking the same thing. Let me clear this screen all. So it is saying I'm receiving the packet on my ingress interface, that is 1/2. And what is my egress interface? See, tunnel 100, because we are using the IPsec. So clearly saying in the session setup, it's found the ingress interface and egress interface also. And then it is created a session and allocated a new session, that is a 4:30. So you can see that create a session in queue to install. So इसने क्या किया, एवोल्यूशन सारा कर दिया, सेशन क्रिएट कर दिया और रेडी टू इंस्टॉल. अब देखते हैं यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया कि नहीं समझ में आया किसी को, बताओ. अब चलते हैं तीसरे स्टेज में पैकेट का. ठीक है, तो तीसरा स्टेज क्या है, थोड़ा सा इसको मैं करता हूँ. सो लेट मी सी. सो ये हमारा तीसरा स्टेज है. तो यहाँ तक हमने पढ़ लिया था कि क्रिएट सेशन स्लो पाथ में और इन क्यू टू इंस्टॉल. अभी इंस्टॉल नहीं हुआ तो स्लो पाथ में हम थे तब तक. ठीक है, नाउ पैकेट हैज बीन रिसीव इन द फास्ट पाथ स्टेज, क्योंकि हमने एवोल्यूशन कर लिया था और टैग इज 4:30 जो हमने सेशन के एलोकेट किया था, राइट. एंड टाइप इज ऑटोमेटिक. एंड अगेन दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सोर्स, डेस्टिनेशन, ब्ला ब्ला, एवरीथिंग इज टॉकिंग. एंड इट फाउंड दैट route lookup is this destination they are going to do, and route found, see that it is do the route lookup for this destination and found the route. So in fast lookup routing is good because they found the route, and it is saying go to use this tunnel interface whenever you want to go out. So it's found the route. Packet enter the encapsulation set tunnel interface null, resolving the tunnel outgoing message, forwarding lookup done. This all. Route lookup routed this one. This is our ISP IP address, and you can see that finally सब कुछ इसको मिल गया, and they transmitted packet to the next firewall via the tunnel. So यहाँ से पैकेट मेरा बाहर निकल गया, right? तो ये 4 स्टेज हमारे थे, चारों स्टेज 3 स्टेज हम थे. यहाँ तक हमने कंफर्म कर लिया कि अभी तक की कंफर्मेशन हमारा ये हो गया है, 100% श्योर हो गया कि ये फायरवॉल में तो दिक्कत है ही नहीं बॉस. दिस फायरवॉल इज सिंपली पासिंग माय ट्रैफिक. बिकॉज हमने क्या देखा, हमने देखा कि फायरवॉल पहला स्टेज में आया, रिसीव स्टेज में जो सब कुछ उसको सही मिला, उसने क्रिएट सेशन करने की कोशिश किया. फिर वो कहाँ गया, स्लो पाथ में गया. वहां पे उसने एक सेशन बनाया बेस्ड ऑन द राउटिंग लुकअप व्हाटएवर वी हैव पॉलिसी. फिर वो कहाँ चला गया, फिर वो फास्ट पाथ में गया. फास्ट पाथ में जाने के बाद सब कुछ चेक कर लिया कि सब कुछ सही है, देन फाइनली वो पैकेट को ट्रांसमिट कर दिया. दैट मींस नथिंग इशू विद दिस फायरवॉल. दिस फायरवॉल इज नॉट कल्प्रिट. दिस इज फाइन.
हेलो,
किसी को दिक्कत यहाँ तक? यस.
हाँ सर, बोल रहा था यहाँ पे अगर इस फायरवॉल में कोई इशू नहीं है तो ये स्लो पाथ में क्यों गया, तो फास्ट पाथ में ही तो पास हो सकता था.
दोस्त मेरे, स्लो पाथ में इसलिए गया, स्लो पाथ का मतलब ये होता है कि whenever the new session we are creating, दो तरह के सेशन होते हैं, एक न्यू सेशन होता है, एक ओल्ड सेशन होता है. ठीक है, तो अगर फर्स्ट टाइम कोई पैकेट फर्स्ट टाइम फायरवॉल पे हिट करेगा तो क्या उसमें सेशन ऑलरेडी बना होगा?
नहीं.
हाँ, तो न्यू सेशन क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. न्यू सेशन क्रिएट करने के लिए किस में जाएगा, हमेशा स्लो पाथ में जाएगा.
ओके, अंडरस्टैंड.
सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस, स्लो एंड फास्ट पाथ. तो यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट है? ये फायरवॉल तो 100% बॉस हमने समझ लिया कि इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. इट इज फाइन, देयर इज नो इशू विद दिस फायरवॉल. राइट?
यस सर.
So now we are done troubleshooting for this firewall for every prospect, from the ping, trace, packet capture, and debug, and it has been proved this firewall doesn't have any issue. Now going to this firewall. Okay, so let me just go and log in this firewall CLI. Okay, and after logging this CLI, what I'll do, 10.0.217 I'll log in this firewall. And again, I have to apply the same debug command here. Okay. So let me just quickly go and apply this debug command here. So I'll just quickly go debug. Data plane packet type and set filter match source 192.168.10.10 and destination that 172.16.10.10. The same thing I'm just going to use here. Then after applying this filter, we have to on this filter. So I'll run another command that debug data plane packet diag and set filter. Then I put it on. So I just apply the filter and I on this filter. Now I just apply the debug data plane flow basic debug command. So I'll go there packet diag and set log flow set log feature flow basics. Okay. So I'll apply this and I'll click OK. And then I'll try to, clear all logs. There is no logs, but it's still the best practice. Try to clear the logs. So I'll clear the log. Then I'll just turn on this debug. So set log on. Then so मैंने debug apply कर दिया and हमने on भी कर दिया. Let's initiate the traffic again from this. And I'll just initiate the traffic. Let me see what is going to happen here. So probably this has been done here. Okay. And we on the debug. So what we'll do, traffic has been initiated. So what I'll do, I'll off this debug. Okay. Set log off. So my debug will be off. Now what we'll do, we'll aggregate the logs and then we'll try to capture the logs, see the logs. So debug data plane packet diag aggregate logs, and then our logs has been aggregated. So let's mp logs. Okay, and we just go and see this. So now you can see that we just apply the filter, we just did the packet capture and like debug capture, and then after we initiate the traffic, then after aggregate the log, and we are here see some output. So now here you can see that. Here again we are saying that, read this carefully. My packet is receiving on the ingress interface with this source, with this destination. Okay. And there is no active flow found, and it is in queue to the create a session. So this is the first step. In queue to create the session. Now the second step, what is trying to do in second stage, it is going in slow path, and you can see in slow path. Let me just little bit go down. In slow path itself, it's saying packet receive in slow path. Try to do, this is IP for source, this is destination. Protocol is ICMP. Try to do session. Okay. Try to set up a session and try to do policy based forwarding lookup, and for the application this one. Session setup, ingress interface is this one, and egress is this one. So let's understand this one. So in this case, your ingress interface is tunnel because packet is coming from the IPsec tunnel. We are having a tunnel, so that's why it's showing a tunnel. The ingress egress is this 1/2, this one. So let me go there again. So here it is showing. Here it is showing your ingress interface is tunnel 1 and egress is the LAN 1, that is 1/2. Policy lookup, it is saying match index 2 and packet drop. Session setup failed. You can see that it is not going to fast stage. Fast path, basically, not the stage, fast path. Packet is dropping itself in slow path. And why it is dropping? Anyone can tell me? It is saying policy lookup done and found this index rule 2. Packet drop, session setup failed. It is not able to set up a session. So what is this index rule 2? What is that means index rule 2? So let's go and understand why this after matching this index rule 2, why it is not going to set up a session, why it is dropping. So let's go and see the index rule 2 in a firewall. So let me go on this side to firewall because we have done the packet capture on this firewall. So let's go there and check the rule. So what is index 2? So how basically rule can be counted? So 1 is always index 0. 1 is the always index 0. 2 is the index 1 and 3 is index 2. So index always start with 0, index 1 and index 2. So what is index 2? That is the rule number 3. You have to take in this consideration. So it is matching in rule number 3 and it is showing, it is saying intra-zone traffic is by default deny. You can see that. So from which zone my traffic is coming? Untrust. Where it is going to go do trust, right? Makes sense? So do you have any rule in the firewall?
Yes,
Untrust to trust, do you have any rule? No rule. We have
No,
trust to
no,
untrust. We having no rule available. So that's why no rule is matching. Then it is matching the intra-zone default rule and it is deny. So are we able to find the exact issue with the help of the packet capture? It's taking a long time, but if you really know to read the packet capture, you'll be able to figure out the issue. Make sense, guys?
Yes.
So what we have to do to make this working, I'll go and create one rule that is untrust to trust. Okay. And then I'll just add the source is untrust. Let me source address any and destination is a trust and just make okay. And let me commit it. And then we'll see what is going to happen with this packet capture again. So let's wait, guys. So it almost committed. Let's wait. So commit has been done, guys. So let me just go there and let me just go on this PC and try to ping again. So you can see that after doing this, my packet is start going on the pack through the firewall. So now it has been proved everything is fine from the firewall perspective, and we found the culprit. Till now, anyone having any doubt or all clear? Question पूछ सकते हो, मेरे साथ कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. How basically we do the debug, how we apply the packet capture, and how basically we do the session lookup and all. Now, if you all guys are agreed till this position, let me just tell some other things. So this two document you guys can refer. Now we're having a CLI command also. Okay. So if you want to check some CLI command basis of troubleshooting, so let's say suppose on this firewall, you want to like we have running source system info. So let me just tell you guys. So it will tell about the system information like host name of the site, OS version, what is the gateway, what are the license, everything you will get from this output. Okay. Similarly, let's say suppose there is like some disk is full, like of your CPU is full or disk space is full. So how can you check that? So you just run source system disk space. So it will show you how much you have applied utilize the disk. It is showing 58%. Okay, so sometime it is disk 90%. So you have to clear your disk. Might be some cookies and some temp file has been generated. That's why it has been full. So you can check this one. Whatever the jobs are running in your firewall, you can show like what jobs are running. So it will show all the jobs or any jobs commit, auto commit, anything running, or any jobs has been failed. That all information will show along with the timelines. That it all you can see from here. If you want to check the routes, so you just have to run this command, show routing routes. Okay. So it will say about all available route in your firewall. But if you want to check any specific route, so just you have to use this routing route and then the route information, whatever the route you want to check. Just no, I believe this is not. Route and so routing route and virtual router default, and it is showing the all. Okay, sorry, there is a command. Just you have to use a pipe and then match, and if you want to check any of the specific route, just click there and just click OK. So it will show that route information only. See that? So you can check in this way. So this way you can, if you don't know the destination exactly, so use this match command. After that you put the 3rd octet, 4th octet of the route, that will show the all available route information in your firewall. So this way you can check that route. If you want to check what are the license available, so that we can check license info. It will show the all license info with you guys. Okay. So these are about the some command, and I told about the debug command also, and mplog less. We have seen that. Routing, you can check that. What else I can tell you guys? Source system, show dot. So you guys can just play with this document. It's having a lot of command, and you guys can play with this document and try to do some your research. Probably will find some good detail. But whatever I covered, that's all about the troubleshooting part of you. You just have to do some basic things from the CLI also. Sometime it required. And most of the things you can do from the GUI. 99% things you can do with the GUI, but sometime if you require debug and all, that can be done with the CLI. Sometime also, if you want to do troubleshooting the CLI, just check routing and all from the CLI. But in GUI, everything is available. You just have to go, if you want to check routings, you have to just go in the virtual router. Okay. And after going to the virtual router, you can check the same in routing detail here. All the routing will be available. You want to just filter any of the routing, you just put here filter, it will give the routing information. Same thing like the CLI.
So can we use debug command from the GUI?
No, debug cannot be used from GUI.
Okay.
You can just apply the packet capture.
Okay.
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 Okay, guys. So for my side till now, I explained about troubleshooting. Now, if you have a question, ask me. Else I'll talk about some, other things. Yeah, please, or just ask me.
Yes, sir.
Sir, will you conduct the class tomorrow?
ओए रुक जा
No,
2
no.
मिनट रुक, तू शांत है.
Today is the last class, no tomorrow class. Hello.
Yeah, hello, sir. Sir, I just share my screen with you. It might be possible you can just check it out.
Screen sharing is not happening right now. Okay, let me just see. Stop
Just
my
for
sharing.
5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Just share your screen.
Right now, sir, you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's coming.
Uh,
But now it's gone again.
No, sir. I think okay. Just allow me a second, sir. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So it's now visible, sir.
Yeah, it's visual.
So,
Yeah.
sir, this is my topology. This is my LAN gateway, and this is my PC connected with the internet. If you see my IP address, this is my IP address 31.142. So I will configure 143 on this interface, which is connected with the firewall. And I'm not, if I'm trying to ping from this PC to the internet, it's not still pinging. That I will show on my screen also.
Net, have you configured the net and all?
Yes, sir. I will show you the net also. Just one second.
Oh, it has been again down. It will take again 10 minutes.
No, sir. Actually,
We will. Do you have any specific question?
Sir, in which layer ICMP protocol works? Layer 2 or layer 3? There is a
Layer 3?
controversy, I think.
No, layer 3. No controversy.
I have seen somewhere layer 2 as well. ICMP protocol works.
No, it is always be layer 3, not layer 2. Layer 2 only understand the MAC address. So this is the IP address. How it possible to layer 2?
Layer 3.
Yeah, it will be always layer 3, not layer 2. Do you have any reference for you are saying that could be layer 2?
I have seen in terms.
sir, this is my net policy which I have configured.
Okay.
I'm just give a naming is in and out to the in is referred to as my LAN and out
Okay.
as.
So you are not able to ping 8.8.8, right?
Yes, sir. And this is my.
Okay. Can you show in the routing?
Okay. In virtual router, sir.
Yeah. Open.
So
go in a static route.
Static route. I have configured, sir, as a default route. Just whatever the packet is.
Click on it.
On default, sir.
Yeah. Can you open your PC CMD command?
Sir, it's no.
PC, your machine, laptop
Okay,
PC.
okay.
You are connected to Wi-Fi, na, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here is the gateway 192.168.31.1. So you
Okay.
configure the wrong gateway. Just configure .1. Just make a .1.
Sir, on this one, 31.1, this is the gateway.
No, gateway. It will not gateway. For the internet, always the gateway with the router IP address. Okay, the Wi-Fi router IP address. Just
Okay,
make it
so
.1.
31.1.
Yeah.
31.1.
Just click OK. Okay, just click OK.
Okay. And okay.
Just commit it now. Or can you just try to can you just go in topology? Just hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh, 43. Have you applied the management profile on 1/2 interface?
No, sir. I don't think
Okay,
so.
no,
Yes,
no.
sir. I have, sir. I have just applied the ping command. This
Okay,
is the
so
ping management.
can you go in the CMD now?
On
Black
my
one. Yeah, black one. Yeah. Just
Okay.
try to ping 143 IP address.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pinging.
fine. It's fine. Then okay.
So now I'm
Then
able. Sir, this is the main thing.
commit is done or not? Oh, it is not working.
No, sir. As of now, it's 98%.
It will work. No worry. It will work. But you have to restart your labs. Okay. The routing should be fine. NAT is fine. Policy. Have you created the policy from trust to untrust?
No, sir. I don't think so that I have configured it.
So you have to configure it policy also. Okay.
See. Okay.
You have to just configure the policy also. NAT to configure, not in security policy.
Yes, sir. I have configured it, sir. For the security.
Yeah, security policy.
Yeah, I have done it, sir.
Okay, then it should work if you already done.
I have configured it as in and out. Whatever the packet have coming to the from the in, whatever the coming goes to the out, so it will be allowed.
Okay.
I don't know whether what could be the issue. Yes, sir. This is the sir. Any address, any user, any outside, any, it's allowed.
Okay, so it will work. Just start your lab and check it again. Okay. Else,
Okay,
I'm just giving my WhatsApp number. You just contact on that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just writing down, sir.
Okay. So can you stop your sharing?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. So guys, you guys were asking about some CV writing, right? So let me just tell you guys, I don't have sample CV, but you guys can start writing whatever you have done. Like if you have doing any kind of certification, so you can write that certification detail. Like suppose you have done the certification is like PC and SA. You can write this one. I'm certified with this PCNC, or I have a knowledge about this PCNA, or you just have to write about this certification detail in resume. Okay, 2 things you can write if you're having a valid certification. Else not, then you can write like I'm the Palo Alto expert, like Palo Alto engineer, and I have understanding about. You can write the topics what I have covered, like these topics. Let me just tell you in your CV. Like that single pass architecture, like the interface configuration, the like SSL decryption, HA, site-to-site VPN, user ID, security and NAT policy. You can write this all content in your CV, so it will looks like good. So you probably write this information in your CV. So your CV will be looks like you are the most security engineer. So when you write the content ID, like know about the content ID, app ID, decryption policy, site-to-site VPN. So people with high availability. So people will see your CV and pick the topic, and they will ask the question from that only. Okay. So that information you can write in your CV. What else? You can go. You can do, guys. So I believe you guys get a quiz in your learning portal. So try to do that quiz by your own, and let's see how much you are comfortable for the exam preparation. Okay, so that's all, guys. And
Quiz is available, sir, on my
yeah,
portal?
it should be available. If not, it will be available soon. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So anyone having any query regarding this, any time, if you guys want to understand anything and you're having a query, just try to reach the WhatsApp number I have shared to you guys. Probably call will not work, but I'll try to help you in my free time. Okay. I've just given a group chat to everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Just write down.
So
Where to see
yeah.
the 94.
So that's all from my guys. If you guys have any question, ask me. Else, I really enjoy a lot while working with you guys, and it was a really wonderful session in last 2 months. I believe we started in September, October, right? And almost completed 2 months. So it is really good interaction with you throughout the session, and I wish you all are placed in good organization. If you are looking for job change, if you are looking for the promotion in your current organization for the higher role, you can just go, and good luck to apply and try to crack the interview. Okay, and I would suggest watch the recordings again and again. Try to do labs by on again and again. Probably you having a more expertise on it.
Sir, if you have a question answer set doc, please provide us.
Sure, I'll send one dump for the examination that should be uploaded. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, sir, didn't get you.
Sorry.
Didn't get your last point.
So Habibul is asking about the question answer dump. So I'm saying I'll share that dump with the institute. They will upload on portal. Okay.
Okay.
I have a dump. Okay. I'll ask them to
Okay.
upload on the portal. Okay. And any feedback, guys, like if you want to give, there will be survey call, and be honest. If you feel like you learn things in good manner, try to give good feedback. If you're not, just try to give some constructive feedback. So I'll try to improve. Okay, definitely, no issue from my side.
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much, guys. It's up to you. I try my best for each and everything, and this is my always practice to it's not like to just complete the course. It always my effort to make understand each and everyone whatever I know. So this is like not being a professional trainer. I just want to cover the topic. I just want to put my emotions, my all efforts, my student is become knowledgeable. Whatever I know, they grab their own information. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Take care. Okay. See you again. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye.